Good morning, students. In previous lecture, I discussed about the congruency of triangle. Two conditions I completed: side, 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 and side angle side. Some questions based upon that two conditions also we have done. Now we will see some more conditions of congruency of triangles. So third one is angle side angle congruency, ASA. So what is the definition of angle side angle congruency? If two angles and included side is coming in between two angles. So if two angles and included side of one triangle are equal to corresponding two angles and included side of other triangle, then both the triangles are said to be congruent. For example, if we take two triangles ABC and triangle PQR, and suppose angle B is equal to angle Q, angle C is equal to angle R. So two angles are equal and included side. What is included side here? Included side is BC in triangle ABC and included side is QR in triangle PQR. So angle side angle, these two triangles are congruent. So if angle B is equal to angle Q, side BC is equal to QR, and angle C is equal to angle R, then triangle ABC congruent triangle PQR by angle side angle congruency. These two triangles are congruent. And by simplicity, we can write the remaining parts equal, means corresponding parts equal. So two angles are already equal here. So third angle is A in the first triangle, and in the second triangle it is B. So angle A will be equal to angle B. And corresponding sides are equal. So B and Q are equal. Angle B opposite side AC, angle Q opposite side PR. So AC and PR will be equal. Similarly, angle C, angle R equal. So they are opposite sides AB and PQ, they will be equal. So this is angle side angle congruency. Fourth congruency is angle side. Angle side, AAS, angle side congruency. So again take two triangles. One triangle is ABC, another triangle is PQR. So what is angle side? If two angles and corresponding side of first triangle are equal to two angles and corresponding sides of second triangle, then both the triangles are congruent. Here angle side, we will not take the included side, we have to take another side. Suppose angle B is equal to angle Q, angle C is equal to angle R. So two angles are equal, we have to take one side, we will not take the included side, otherwise it will become angle side angle, but here angle side. So let AC is equal to PR. So angle side. Two angles and one side of one triangle are equal to corresponding two angles and one side of the other triangle, then both the triangles are said to be congruent. We can write it like this: if angle B is equal to angle Q, angle R angle C is equal to angle R and side AC is equal to PR, then we can write triangle ABC congruent triangle PQR. Triangle ABC congruent triangle PQR by angle side rule of congruency. By angle side rule of congruency. After proving congruency, we can write the remaining parts of the triangle equal. So remaining parts means corresponding parts. So we can see that two angles are given here equal. So third angle, angle A and angle B will be equal. We can write angle A is equal to angle B. And we have two sides. So angle C and angle R are equal. So angle C opposite side AB and angle R opposite side PQ. These two sides will be equal. And BC is equal to QR. These results we can write by CPC. Corresponding part of congruent triangles are equal. So we have seen here two conditions. One is angle side angle, another is angle side. Angle side angle side. So what is the difference between these two? Two angles one side is here, two angles on one side are also there. In the first case, side is an included side, but in the second case, side is not included side, it is another side. That is the difference between ASA and AAS. So it is angle side congruency. Now last condition of congruency is right hypotenuse side RHS congruency. Right hypotenuse side congruency. This is the fifth condition. This condition is applied only in right angle triangle. R means right 90 degree, H means hypotenuse, S is one side. So if we take two right angle triangle, name it ABC. Here angle B is 90 degree. This one PQR, angle Q is 90 degree. So we have taken here two right angle triangle ABC and triangle PQR. So if one angle is 90 degree, hypotenuse equal, angle B opposite side is hypotenuse, here angle Q opposite side PR is hypotenuse. So in two triangles, if one angle is 90 degree, hypotenuse are equal in both the triangle and one side is equal, then we can say that both the triangles are congruent. So if angle B is equal to angle Q 90 degree, one angle 90. Next, hypotenuse AC is equal to hypotenuse PR. One angle 90 degree, hypotenuse are equal in both the triangle and side BC is equal to QR. Then we can write triangle ABC congruent triangle PQR by RHS condition of congruency, RHS rule of congruency. So this condition is always applied in case of right angle triangle, in which one angle is 90 degree, hypotenuse equal and one side equal. What we can write by CBCT? So hypotenuse equal, these two sides equal. So remaining third side AB and PQ will be equal. AB is equal to one angle 90 degree, remaining two angles corresponding angles will be equal. So how we can see corresponding angle? These two sides are equal, so they are opposite angles. Angle A and angle B, they are corresponding. Angle A is equal to angle B. And third angle, that is C. Angle C is equal to angle R. Angle C is equal to angle R. These results we can write. Corresponding part of congruent triangles are equal. So when two triangles are congruent, we can write their corresponding parts equal. So we have completed all the 5 conditions of congruency of triangles. Now we will see some questions based on the conditions of congruency of triangles. So open exercise 10.2 and see the first question. So exercise 10.2, question number 1. It is given in triangle ABC and triangle PQR. So draw the figure. Triangle ABC and triangle PQR. Angle A is equal to angle Q. Angle A and angle Q. These two angles are equal. Angle B is equal to angle R. Angle B is equal to angle R. Two angles are equal. Which side of triangle PQR? Which side of triangle PQR should be equal to side AB? To side AB, so that both the triangles are congruent. Give reasons for your answer. So which side of triangle PQR will be equal to the side of triangle, side AB of triangle ABC? So side AB is this one. This side is the included side of angle A and angle B. So in this triangle we have to take also included side, and included side is QR here. So AB will be equal to QR. So side PQR, it will be equal to AB. Side QR, it will be equal to AB. Reason: triangle ABC will be congruent triangle PQR by angle side angle. So if QR is equal to side AB, then we can say that by angle side angle, both the triangles are congruent. So which side of PQR will be equal to the side AB? So QR will be equal to the side AB, then both the triangles will be congruent. So reason, because by ASA both the triangle will be congruent. So QR is equal to AB. So it is the first question. Next question. Next question, question number 3. It is written, if two angles and a side of one triangle are equal to two angles and a side of another triangle, then two triangles must be congruent. Is the statement true? Why? We have to give reason also. So what is given? Two angles and a side of one triangle are equal to two angles and a side of another. So this statement is not true. Reason is that it must be two angles and corresponding side of one triangle. Corresponding word we have to introduce. Two angles and corresponding side of one triangle are equal to two angles and corresponding side of another triangle. Then both the triangles will be congruent. So corresponding word we have to introduce in the statement. So this statement is not correct. Reason is that corresponding word is not introduced in this. Now see question number 4. In question number 4, figure is given. So draw the figure. ABC is a triangle. ABC is a triangle and AD is median. AD is median. This AD is median. AD is median means D will be midpoint. D will be midpoint. So BD and BC will be equal. In triangle ABC, AD is median, so D is midpoint. So we can say that BD and BC are equal. Produce AD and draw perpendicular from C. It is CN. And draw perpendicular from B on AD. It is BM. This figure is given. We have to prove that BM is equal to CN. BM is equal to CN. BM is this perpendicular, CN is this perpendicular. We have to prove these two perpendicular lengths are equal. So we see that these two sides BM and CN are coming in the triangle BMD and CND. So we will prove these two triangles congruent. We have to prove these two triangles congruent. Why we are taking these two triangles? Because these two sides are coming in these two triangles. So write in triangle BMD and triangle CND. BMD and CND. We have to prove it congruent. So how we can prove? One angle is given here 90 degree because it is perpendicular. So we can write here angle BMD is equal to angle CND 90 degree. So these two angles are 90 degree. We can see that these two angles are vertically opposite angle. These two angles are vertically opposite. So angle BDM is equal to angle CDN. Region vertically opposite angle. So two angles are equal and one side BD and CD are equal. BD is equal to CD. Why BD and CD are equal? Because AD is median and D will be midpoint of BC. Since AD is median. So we see that angle side, both the triangles are congruent. Two angles and one side. Two angles and corresponding sides. These two angles and corresponding sides are equal. So by AAS we can say that these two triangles are congruent. So therefore triangle BMD congruent triangle CND by angle side rule of congruency. By angle side rule of congruency. Angle side. So when two triangles are congruent, we can write their corresponding part equal. So we see that here these two are vertically opposite angle, they are equal. What are their opposite sides? In the first triangle, opposite side is BM. In the second triangle, opposite side is CN. So we can write here BM is equal to CN, CP, CT. Corresponding part of congruent triangles. So we have to prove this result BM is equal to CN. So it is proved here. So it is question number 4, exercise 10.2. Now see the next question, question number 5. Question number 5. Figure is given in the question. So draw figure. ABCD is a quadrilateral. AC is one diagonal, BD is another diagonal. AC and BD are diagonal. From B, draw perpendicular on the diagonal AC. Name it DN. And from B, draw perpendicular on the diagonal AC. Name it M. Intersection of both the diagonal is the point E. What is given? Write the given things. BM is equal to DN. It is given that BM is equal to DN. Prove that AC bisects BD. We have to prove AC bisects BD. AC bisects BD. Means this diagonal AC bisects BD at point D. So what we have to prove? We have to prove that DE and BE both are equal. We have to prove these two line segments are equal. That is, we have to prove that DE is equal to BE. If we are able to prove this result, DE is equal to EB, we can say that diagonal AC bisects BD at the point P. So we have to prove these two segments equal. Again we will take these two triangles to prove it congruent. Prove these two triangles congruent. So write proof. Take the triangle in triangle DNE, in triangle DNE and triangle BME. In triangle DNE and triangle BME. See how we can prove congruent. One angle is given 90 degree, angle N, angle M. So angle DNE is equal to angle BME 90 degree because both are perpendicular on the diagonal AC. And these two angles are vertically opposite angles. So firstly write vertically opposite angles. Firstly write vertically opposite angles. Angle BEN is equal to angle BEM, vertically opposite angle. These two angles vertically opposite. Then write 90 degree. Angle BNE is equal to angle BME 90 degree. So two angles are equal, and one side DN and BM, it is given equal. DN and BM both are equal. DN is equal to BM. It is given equal. So we can see that angle, side, angle, side. These two sides are equal. So by angle, side, these two triangles are congruent. We can write triangle DNE, congruent triangle BME, congruent triangle BME by angle, side rule of congruency. By angle, side rule of congruency. So these two triangles are congruent. So what we can write by CP/CD? If two triangles are congruent, then their corresponding parts will be equal. So see the corresponding part. Corresponding side means what? Sides opposite to equal angles. Here angle N and angle M both are 90 degree. They are equal. So see their opposite sides. Opposite side is BE. In the second triangle, 90 degree opposite side is BE. So we can write DE is equal to BE. Corresponding part of congruent triangles. And when BE is equal to BE, we can say that AC bisects BD. This implies AC bisects BD at point P. We have to prove this statement. AC bisects BD at P. So it was question number 5 of exercise 10.2. I hope that it is clear to you. Any doubt you can ask. Some more questions we will discuss in the next video. So, okay, thank you class.